Greetings, light workers. This is Oya Transformation, and this is your Oracle reading for January the 24th, Monday, 2022. You can't really do this just when you want to. If I'm going to recommit you guys, I need to show up when I don't feel fabulous, but I can always think of something to be grateful for. So the cards have been shuffled and divine, the Ascended Masters, the ancestors, the Holy Spirit through me, and all those entities that would want to see us do well have been reached out to. And these are the cards that fell for the energy of this day. We started with the Ascended Master Oracle deck, and the first card was Lakshmi, the flow of prosperity. Lakshmi. Well, how much time do we spend thinking about what we don't have? Or how much more of prosperity, or how much more pennies we need in our account so that we can do the things that need to be done and some of the things that we want to do? Well, Lakshmi comes to remind us that the flow is coming our way. That's the thing about a flow. Flows, like everything else in life, move quickly and sometimes slowly. A flow is either inhibited or it is open. And Lakshmi comes to tell us that as long as we remember that abundance is our birthright, the flow will be coming in our way. And not look at it as the other end of the spectrum. Oh, I'm blocked up and what all I need. What you need, what I need, is coming to me today, right here, right now, as long as I don't block it with worrying. See, worrying is using your power of intention. It's using your power to concentrate, but to concentrate on what you're not looking for. So, let's switch that up a little bit. Moving to the second card from the Hoodoo deck, and it is the Ace of Knives. I'm sorry, the Ace of Knives. Well, Ace of Knives asks that we cut through the chase, that we look at the things that we don't want to look at, and we see our truth and we speak on them. It's asked that you look for the breakthrough, recognize the triumph in the adversity. See, we can pull on all of our spiritual tools when things are going right and we can talk about them, or when the has hit the fan, we can go deep and grab them and choke them, and there's little flow in that. Here today, the Ace of Knives is saying, look clearly at the things that are going on around you. Accept the truth. It might not be what you would wish it would be. It might not be what you had wanted it to be. But what it is the truth. And we cannot hide from the truth and have an open flow of prosperity or anything else. So, with that being said, what areas are you not willing to look at? Because you know the answers. You see what it is right in front of you, but you just don't like it. These personalities were vehicles we put on to move, to do the work we need to do on this plane. And what you like and don't like is a wonderful thing, and it's a gift to the personality. And then we go from there and hold on to it too long, and that is a punishment brought to us by the ego. So if we're going to move forward, we need to be in clear spirit, recognizing those things that are beneficial and those things that are not, and finding ways to stand in our truth, but stand. Final card in this reading, we're going to end on butterflies. It's from the Butterfly Oracle, and it's about life changes, and it is relationship dynamics with a pretty monarch and it is sitting on a magenta flower, which says it's getting its nourishment, is what it's saying to me. It's getting its nourishment from up above, from the highest height. But the relationship dynamic card says that you're guided to be honest with yourself. Get the support that you need, sort through your feelings, and find a healthy balance. Well, let's look at the relationships. Let's look at our relationship with self. Are we clear on what we need versus what we want? The relationship with God. Are we spending enough time listening? You know and I know we got a whole bunch to say. People used to say you got 2 ears to spend twice as much time listening. I think we could say that again. And if you don't listen to anyone else in a day, the priority would be listening to Spirit, because no one else, in fact, can really guide you unless what they're saying is coming through Spirit. But you're not going to get that if you don't, at first and foremost, say, hey, Source, I need the ... And we can look at our relationships with money. And that would be, how are we stewarding? Are we being good stewards? Are we working in excess? Do we need to, and first and foremost, recognize that what is excess to you may not be excess to someone else. So initially we talked about standing, and I'm not saying that there's a problem that we aren't willing to be open, but I'm saying don't take on somebody else's stuff just because you're not willing to stand. Let's look at our relationship with harmony, a relationship with peace. Because on one end, there is chaos, and the other end, there is clarity. So, what are we striving for? We are striving for balanced relationships with ourselves so that we know who we are and what we are capable of doing and what we aren't capable of doing. Balanced relationship with our Creator so that we have some idea of what the journey is that we are on and that we are spending proper time listening for direction. Balance with our money so that we are clear that the flow is there for us unless we block it. Balance with our peace so we know how much we can take on and not revisit our trauma spots. So that's the message for this Monday. We're showing up in gratitude that today is a new adventure. No matter what yesterday was or could have been, we're moving forward in peace. Thank you for listening. Namaste. Have the best Monday of your choosing. Be well.